Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry, we're a little bit late on. We just had to set up a red stream dead quick so we could get in both groups.
That was my fault because I just came on at the last. I was like, I'm here.
When did you have you just literally walked through your door?
Literally about 15 minutes ago. Literally about 15 minutes ago, walked through that door.
Oh.
Can you see us? Are we on?
I'm just looking now.
Yeah, some people are on.
Let's have a look. Don't know. I can just see oh, here we are. No.
Yeah. No, there's two on the big group and one on Quantum
Let
Flame.
me have a look. I don't know why it's just showing like a black. Oh, that's better. Just needed to refresh it. Right, so that's only the Quantum Way. I'm just gonna hello at everybody.
Brilliant.
Oops. So come on then, talk about your holiday. Tell us something.
Sorry, I was just there seeing if there's any comments on. I know 4 people are on now. Are you atting everybody? So then
I certainly am.
Oh my gosh! So yes, what an experience! Oh my god! I can't. I think it's just going to take a few lives to really go over what's come out. But the craziest thing is talking about collective awareness, collective consciousness, collective, the same feelings. Honestly, everything that I spoke about while I've been away, any lives that I've done, any posts that I've put up about feeling a certain way, I've just had so many beautiful messages come back and gone, oh my god, this is exactly how I feel. Certain things that have come up, you talked about fear, Emma. There was lots of that coming up, and around the mother cycles were coming up. Why is it every time I go on holiday, it's like another part of this mother cycle shows itself to me? And you know what? I had a big realization that with my mum, the most traumatic parts and times living with my mum was around when we went on holiday.
Well, I was just about to ask you, what was your holidays like with your mum?
It was really stressful because it was even more heightened to be aware of what she needed above anybody else.
Right, okay, which makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's almost it's like every time I go away with my own family, I'm almost battling that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not to go into that same cycle. And certain things come up and I'm just like, oh my gosh, is that what my mum used to say? Or is this how I used to act? I'd go into quiet moments and I'm like, you're not being very inclusive with your family. It was really, really strange, this one was. Yeah, so it was incredible, the place. Oh, Emma, honestly, I don't think I've ever been around such people that are just constantly in gratitude. It's just constant gratitude for everything. The driver, we had a driver that was with us for the week that took us everywhere, and it was just everything that he did, nothing was a problem. Everything was in gratitude. You went to go buy coffee, everything was in gratitude. And it's predominantly Hindu over in Bali. So they give blessings and they give gifts when they first open up their house or their business every morning. So they put a tray and they put beautiful flowers on it, biscuits, offerings to the energies and to their gods, because they believe in giving first to receive. I mean, it does, everybody's just in this constant beautiful state of just being in gratitude, and it was a real humbling experience, because when we moan about certain things, you really feel this doesn't feel, what am I doing that for? What is there to really moan about?
Yeah.
You know, when you're like, I don't know, when you're queuing up for something, or somebody, you know, goes in front of you in a queue at a supermarket, it's no big deal. It really isn't a big deal. There's just no point. There's just no point. You don't know why that person has. And I have to tell you something as well. Traffic. So I used to live in Tunisia, and traffic was terrible, and everyone was always beeping each other, cursing each other, swearing at each other. I've never been to a place with such busy roads. Like, it's 80% mopeds and 20% cars. Okay. And it is rammed. And I mean, rammed. People are like all over each other, up the curbs, everything. Do you know what you never hear?
Anyone telling anybody off?
No, you never hear a beep. You never hear anyone shouting. You never hear anything. It's like the most silent traffic jam that you could ever imagine.
So
Honestly, and it was just a really different way to look at things and perspective. I think that's what I've come back with, the perspective, even more so.
Yeah, I think it does, doesn't it? Sometimes when we go away, this is a beautiful thing about traveling and seeing how other people in the world live. You do sort of come back with that sort of gratitude and respect for your own home and your own circumstances, don't you?
Oh, 100%, 100%. But it was just really beautiful. And honestly, I took 3 cases away with me. In Bali, you don't need that. It's literally, humidity is 97%.
I did tell you this when you were packing.
Like, I just needed shorts, body tops, and flip-flops. That's it. Like, here's me with my dresses, with not a chance.
Yeah,
not a chance.
Wow.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was 90s. It was very, very hot, as in humid hot. And that was a big shock for my son. And I think the biggest thing from this is just realizing my son's needs.
Yeah.
Like, what, you know, not thinking you always know best. Like, I realized my son is growing up on this holiday. Like, I looked at him and we were having a conversation in the pool. You know, the conversation I had when he was talking about manifestation. I mean, that just blew my mind. He went, Mummy, just everything that comes into my imagination does come true. Like, everything. And I says, so where did you learn this? Like, where did this come? He goes, I just look at the probability of it. He goes, I look at the probability and the percentage of something happening, and I put my probability to it. And if I put 100%, 100% it's going to come through. And I was like, wow. You know, and those conversations that I had with Joseph took me into sort of like a different, I think, plane with him, and a different understanding of his needs and actually what his wants. And like, talking about going away to live in Bali, it's not just my needs and my perspective that I need to look at. My son has got his life over here. He's got friends over here. And I saw it when he was trying to play online a little bit when he was away there, and the time difference. He was getting like really upset and frustrated that his friends were playing without him and he kept missing them with time, you know. And just seeing like, I've got to look at it from all areas so everybody is happy in this situation, and not to be just looking, well, I think this is going to be great for us, so I think we should do it. Now, my family's like, he's growing up now and he's got his own opinions and he is a conscious being in himself, you know, and it all needs to flow for it to work.
Yeah.
You know. But how have you been, my love?
Yeah, fine. We've been good, haven't we, all us back in the UK?
It was bloody cold.
This is a dream. What are you on about? The sun's out. It's a glorious day here for us. We've had hailstone and all sorts.
Honestly, I arrived in here. I had to put socks on with my sandals, you know, with my thingy, so I look great. I should have seen the statement when I got off the plane. I had to put Joseph's jumper on. Because obviously I came back coming from so hot, and even when we stopped off in Hong Kong, it was so hot. And then coming back here, you just forget actually how cold it can get when you acclimatise and your body feels just the heat every day.
Yeah, no, it's so true. It is. It's so true. You do. Everybody who's on. So we've got lovely Laura on, Tina T's on,
Hello.
Bill Walker, Hayley's on. Everyone's saying you look well, and everyone's wishing you, like, glad you had a good holiday, glad you're back. Emily's on, lovely Mel Pierce is on. She's saying about the mother cycle. Spent so much effort over the years trying to ensure I've not replicated her behaviour. I'll say it's nice to see us together. Yeah, Tina Walker says the mother cycle shift right there. Let's have a look who else is on.
Oh, I have to tell you, Emma, when I was talking about the mother cycle, you know, when I messaged you and I was like, I've got to do this clearing for like the mother cycle. It's not even like the mother wound. It didn't come to me in that way. It came to me as in it's like, it's just certain things that can be carried over from a timeline. It's almost like like certain attachments, like you know, if you have pieces of string that's going into certain timelines when your mum's acting a certain way. Okay, that's what I saw it as, and it was all up from Atlantis, and it was all these like strings were attached to certain parts of timelines where we're connected with certain behaviors and certain emotions that our mums would come to us with. And then if it made us feel uncomfortable, those what needs to be flushed. I thought it was like almost like tubes. You know, when you have to flush a tube out and like clear it, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And it's like these had to be flushed out and like recognized, like to be faced, recognized, because there's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I think when we go, oh my God, I sound like my mum, it's made us sound like really bad, like we're really bad people. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, you're going to turn into your mum. Like how many times do like people say that, oh my God, you're going to turn into your mum. So when we see something like that, it brings us such fear in us that actually that's come up. I sound like my mum. Why do I sound like my mum? What is it blocked in this tube that I need to flush out so I'm not literally regurgitating sort of like the same toxic through this channel, and it's just clear and it's just about love and it's just circulating and flowing. It was just like, that's what we got to do. We got to stop feeling bad that certain things come up, because of course they are. If it's ancestral and they've been in our timelines and we've been through these situations before with our mothers, with our parents, there is a lineage there, as we know in our DNA, that certain things are going to be within us and are going to be really similar to what our mother said and what our father says. And we've got to stop ignoring those things, face it head on, see what it is, because when we face it and realize it and have clarity, that's where the healing starts. That's where that healing starts. So that's when you feel that emotion, to release it. That's the real power there. And that's how actually you break the cycles.
Yeah, and a few people are commenting here. So Amy's put, I heard that always, you're just like your mum.
Yeah.
There meant looks, but my brain took that in always and created fear around becoming a parent.
Yeah.
And Nesh said, very interesting, just a few days ago I had a chat with my mum about my childhood and the pain I was going through during that time. She listened, was kind of sad, and she just says, I did what I felt that time it was best to do. And I think this is like a big thing, because this is one thing that like one of the realizations I suppose like I've had is sometimes we want to, how can I put it? So like what we've been through, like, and I'm not, this doesn't apply for everyone's circumstances, by the way, because I know some people have been through different situations with their parents. But for me, like with my mum, some of the stuff sort of I experienced as a child, which is probably coming to light now in my awareness. I'm starting to understand things about myself that perhaps I didn't maybe a couple of months ago. And it is a little bit connected into the mother cycle, which seems to be the collective at the minute. And it's like, but what I've come to sort of realize is I can't, it's almost like I can't flush those things out. It's like I've got to bring them in and really bring it in with love and understanding. Because when I try and flush it out, I'm just trying to, oh, it's gone, fantastic, feel great. Whereas really,
yeah, I understand.
it's not completed. It's almost like we're in the cycle because we can't change it, but in order to change it we have to complete it. So I have to bring some of that in and like almost be my mum in that situation, to understand a bit like what Aneshka said. I think at the time my mum was only ever trying to do what she thought was best and navigate way through her own life. As we can sort of see now, like you said, and I've realized this with my children, sometimes we get engrossed in our own life and navigating through that we forget to actually be more aware of our other people's needs.
Yeah.
Be able to sort of bring it all together as a whole.
Yeah.
You know, perhaps like what we've both experienced is perhaps maybe what the collective is kind of like feeling at the minute.
Yeah.
I think it is. And maybe that's what the healing's around this morning. Maybe we're going to do some collective healing around sort of that, channeling some messages for people around maybe these mother cycles, and perhaps just energetically doing a little bit of clearing for maybe what is coming into everyone's awareness this morning. Because I'm sure everybody now is having, you know, memories pop up, realizations, conversations around home life, around family. Maybe it's around yourself being a mum. Maybe it's around like your upbringing with your mum. You know, like everyone's probably at this moment bringing stuff up because we are obviously actively talking about it.
Yeah.
So we just bring into the healing this morning, just a little bit around that, you know, just set that intention to clear and release us from maybe some of these cycles we don't even know that we're in, maybe.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? You know, just you talking there, Emma, it's just like hit something. So I think what I've been battling recently is because my mum parented us in a way that it was her needs that came first, and all our needs were sort of came second. It was almost, I've been battling that within. Do you know what I mean? And battling like feeling like I never want to inflict this on my son, like, and I never want to be in that narcissistic thing, but it's almost like narcissistic thoughts coming in and being, but this is going to be good for us. It's going to be really good for me. I could do my work from anywhere. Do you know what I mean? And being that, I've been really, really fighting that and being aware that your child has a choice, and that you can't take that away from them, because that's what was taken away. Your voice was taken away from you them years ago. Like, I never had a voice. My feelings were never acknowledged. My voice was never heard. I never spoke about my feelings, because every time I did, you're too sensitive, you're blowing things out of proportion, So when my son was like really tearful one night about talking about Bali, that's really at that point there where my mum before, and it was like a flashback. It was like I was my mum and Joseph was me. And it was that point in when we were talking in the pool, it was like one night that this all came out, and it was a real conversation. And I just saw in that moment there, it's almost like the eclipse happened on that night, and all my timelines just like came to that pinnacle moment. And I just sat there and I watched him and I listened to him. And it was like that internal battle of like what my mum would do in this situation versus what is the right thing to do for my son in this situation. And I just listened and I said, you're just totally valid by your feelings and like what you're saying and what you're feeling. And I totally understand that. And I really, really had to really step in and be everything that I talk about. in that.
Yeah.
And
And I do,
it's hard.
like listening to you, I do think you're being a bit harsh on yourself because I think like your intention, like it has been for the good of all of your family.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, I think like you would never like you would never make that decision for the whole family knowing anybody was unhappy.
No.
Sometimes we have to like you had to go there, Joseph had to go there to experience that because he went and he didn't know whether he would or he wouldn't, but actually being there he's like, no, I don't want this. But you've actually like just listened and there's no way you're going to make him go there. Do you know, I was like, when we start to have that battle and compare ourselves, oh gosh, what would have happened in this situation, you're never gonna react in the same way ever, you know. And I think sometimes we're harsh on ourselves because we think, oh my gosh, that's what our mum did, but actually it's not, because you didn't follow through in the same way, you didn't even start the intention in the same way. Nothing in the situation is anything like how your mum thought about the situation.
But I could feel bits of it, but I could feel bits coming in though, Emma.
Yeah, but I don't think that bit is like about your parenting and your mother skills. I think that is a bit about you to heal and forgive your mum with.
Yes.
You know, it's a bit coming in for you to be like, oh my gosh, I'm turning to my mum. Oh my gosh, no, she would have done this. No, because you like your intention was pure to just go and see if you could all have a better life somewhere and ball around so let's go and have a lovely holiday and explore. You know, it was never like, I want to go to Bali, I don't care what anyone else is doing. We're going. I've decided we're living here. Okay. It's a completely different energy behind everything. So when I'm listening to you talk, I can totally, it's not even a similar situation.
But I can feel internally some bits still come through, like I could feel it. You know, when I went in the energy, when I went over there first, it was a bit like everyone's going to frigging love it. Everyone's going to love it. And that's it. There's no other yes or no. It's just yes, yes, yes. Do you know what I mean? When I first went out, and I literally had to take some steps back when I got there. And that happened in the forms of being burnt. When I got out there, I never burn.
I did think it looked a bit red, but I didn't want to say anything. I was like, Nigel looks a bit red. This isn't like her at all.
I never burn. But this is when I first went out, I burn on the first day because it was all what I wanted to happen. It's like I went out there with like this venomous, like not venomous, like this, like it's gonna be amazing and you're all gonna love it. You know, that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
And I think, and it all came out like mosquito bites. Do you know what I mean? The whole lot came out. And like before, I would have been, woe is me. And I have done so much around it that I didn't like go too much about like getting burned to the mosquito bites because I could see what was happening.
Yeah.
I could see what was happening.
Yeah.
And I think I spent like, I just have to say, thank you for discovering and like having downloaded Quantum Flame Healing. Honestly, it has been the source of so much this holiday. Like it's helped me. I think I've delved and asked so much more on this holiday than I have done before.
Right. Wow.
I've asked even more from it. I've asked even more to show me, to help me, like in ways that I haven't done before. Like I really have done. And I just have to say, like, Jesus just came massively into God. I can't like anybody, like Jesus came. Do you remember when we did, like, was it one of the workshops and Jesus came through? Oh, you said you've got something else to say, Najwa. Who else did you say? Yeah, Jesus came forward, and then I didn't see him again very much. And then he sort of just came along to Bali.
So funny.
And he was there very much for me. He healed my son's eye. My son got a massive swollen eye.
Oh, bless him, from the mosquito.
Yeah, and I took him into the quantum. Jesus, like, worked with Isis, put in these leaves on his eyes, and this says 2 days and it'll be gone. And 2 days and it was gone.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Literally, thank you, Jesus.
I forgot. I know. It is magical when you can call in healing and it is received.
It is.
And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to call in some healing now. So Emily just put here, my mum always suffered with depression and got taken advantage of for being too kind. I was worried I would end up the same. Ended up being too defensive instead and felt like I had to be perfect. Mel's put in arguments, my partner always always called me by my mum's name because he knew it was my biggest trigger.
Oh my God, there's nothing worse.
Let's have a look. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Morning, Lainey.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, everybody.
Yeah, so many messages. I don't even think they're all on here, if I'm honest. But there are some lovely messages coming through. And Neshka's like, your boys need each other.
Say that again.
Neshka's put, your two boys need each other. So you can't go.
No, I know they do. They really do. They really do.
Okay.
They really do. He missed
loads. Yesterday I did a little live just to set the intention for everyone to be open today, to sort of, for those people who are going to receive sort of a personal sort of little, like whoever's name comes through that we work with today, I've just set the intention that that person needed to be heard and seen. But I've also set the intention that whatever comes up, it is for the collective. So if you're here and you resonate with something, please take that on board, because that is healing for everybody. But maybe just certain people today need to be heard and seen a little bit more than others. Yeah. Maybe some people won't be heard and seen because it's to acknowledge how you feel about it and heal it. So we've just set that intention really yesterday. So I don't know, do you want to do a few? Do you want me to do a few? How do you want to work this, bro?
Yeah, no, I can feel Mel's come on, because Mel's been I've seen Mel a couple of times, like, come on while I've been away.
Okay, and just stop you for 30 seconds. So anybody that wants to receive anything, start putting like a yes in the comments, because I can start writing some names down. And I'm going to let Najwa carry on now, tapping into Mel.
Yeah, Mel, there's a woman that's come in. She's your guardian angel. It's like she's Mary Mother, and she just keeps saying Mary Mother, Mother Mary, Mary Mother.
I can't believe you just said that.
What?
Yesterday I had a healing session and I brought the energy with Neve, and she brought the energy of Mother Mary in.
What?
Yeah. I think you need to have a session with Neve, Mel. Yeah, she works with Mother Mary energy. And all night I've been dreaming of her. I can't believe you just brought that in. See what I mean about collective healing? I'm going to sit and enjoy this.
What did you do? Did you have a session with Neve?
Just blow my mind. Yeah, she's trained in this new thing, and it was in my realm, and I just booked in and had it yesterday. But it was all Mother Mary energy. And I can't believe it. I've not even told you. I've not even brought anything in.
I know, you haven't.
That's crazy. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Carry on. It's just like, what? What's going on?
Yeah, you need to have a session with Neve. But it's like, how can I say? It's not what she's showing. Yeah, you know, the Mother Mary energy is almost like it's a different it's a different energy of Mother Mary. You know, the Mother Mary that we know, it's like a new age, like a new ascension. Maybe because Neve is level 2, and maybe because she's attuned to the ether energy. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. You know, because we are as well, Emma.
Sorry, I am listening. I thought you were talking. I was just listening.
Yeah, when we talk about Mother Mary, we
Yeah.
feel it in a very biblical way, don't we? It's a very biblical Mother Mary.
To be fair, I've only really experienced it yesterday, and it was quite well. No, I don't know. It wasn't like maybe what you're trying to describe is
Yeah. So Mother Mary, in Catholic terms, what I've been brought up with, like from my nana and like my mum, the Catholic, it was very biblical and very Mother Mary. Like they had shrines to them everywhere. But this Mother Mary is like it's almost here. She's here to service the new ascension of female energy that's in the world. And what I was shown when I was away, because I'm going to do a quantum flame healing session, like I'm going to hold a whole session around this, and I was showing the Atlantis energy that's coming through really fast, that I feel like I'm channeling a lot. You know the temples, Emma, like what, like the pyramids are all in like they're all pyramid shape, but I was shown by my guides and by Jesus to turn it upside down.
Wow. Yeah.
And it has to be that way because every woman needs to go underneath it and receive this pure source of energy that's going to come down from it. And I feel like it's that new age. We don't have to be in like almost old energy. And Mel, when we talk about like with your mum and like being in that old rut, like them old cycles, them old things that are coming up, like it's not aligning with us anymore. It's not like we even have to heal. Like when I say like cutting cords or flushing things out or realizing or being, it's not a bad thing that we've got to face these things. It's just showing that it's nothing to do with us. Like we don't have to be on that vibration anymore. It's okay to be on a higher vibration. And just because they were our mum and we don't want to think that we're better than anybody or saying that doesn't mean that at all. To say that you don't align and your vibration doesn't align with your mum anymore isn't a bad thing to say. It isn't like, but the more that we realize this and we can heal and we can show love, it's going to have a ripple effect for the consciousness. And like, who knows what I realized with my mum, because I saw her for this first time, like after 3 years. And because I didn't have that meeting with her that I thought might have just healed something. And it was actually worse than it was 3 years ago. And I think, and what it was showing me is, I'm not really in this pool of forgiving my mum yet. I'm not showing that yet. It happened with my dad because I got that reciprocated back and I feel okay there. But when I say like, I'm getting better with my mother, my mother relationship, I'm healing, like I'm forgiving, it showed me that I am not actually forgiving myself as a mum. And I'm not recognizing that because she's just showing me what's inside, basically. She's just the reflection and she's showing me parts of myself that maybe I am fooling myself with in a good, like, just to like get by the day, sometimes you do that, So, and I think this is why as a collective, so I think, Mel, like things that do come up, it's not as a negative. Just see it as a reflection in yourself and what does that bring up with you. And it's not trying to like distance yourself or put you above or saying we're not the same anymore or we can't align. Just really just feel and pour it back into yourself. What is this showing me? How is this going to help?
And she has put that the upside down triangle popped into her head just before you said it, and it's a part of her quantum symbol. And also Danielle Solwich has joined us. Hello, beautiful. Hello, lady. Hello, darling.
Hello, Danielle. Yeah, that is just crazy. That is just, isn't it?
I love it. Honestly, I love this stuff. I just love it so much. Like, there's nothing coincidental about it, okay? It's all just like channeled. It's all aligned. It's all, and we're all capable of doing this and connecting into this. So I'm just going to read you a list of the names that I've written down from everyone that sort of put yes, they'd like a message, okay?
Yeah.
See who sort of crops out for you. So I've got beautiful Emily, who's joined us recently. We've got our lovely Sam. We've got our lovely Laura. We've got Carolina. We've got beautiful Amy. We've got two Claires. We've got Claire Chadburn and we've got Claire Young. We've got Aneshka and we've got Lisa Lawless. So I don't know if any names, and we've got Joe Curry. So I don't know if any names are popping out to you at all. So if anybody here wants a little healing, and Danielle Solwich. I feel like something is coming through for Danielle.
Yeah.
It's not quite here yet.
Yeah. So Claire, while you're processing that one, Claire Young.
Who have you gone for? Who's
Claire Young?
Okay, because I'm just going to ring people. So I think we've got, from what I can gather here, I think we'll have time to do everybody.
Amazing. Claire Young. I feel a big ring of light around your head, like a big ring, not like a halo, like a big ring of light around your head. And my guides have just said to me, every single day when you wake up, I want you to stand, like it's a bit like it's like scanning your body almost. And it's scanning your body, and you need to do this every morning. Every morning, just take a couple of minutes when you wake up. Even if you're meditating, you can still imagine this like ring of energy, and it's there, and it's going to scan your body, and you're going to see, and you're going to pick up anything that you need to address and to look at. Because the way to overcome things and get stronger is to face them and to change that neuro line, that neuroplasticity in your mind that tells you a certain narrative. Okay. So whatever comes up, I don't like this. I feel like I'm not going to be very good at work today, whatever. We need to keep changing this. And the way that we do it is to face it and change it. And my guides are like, every time you get up, imagine this ring of light just going down your body, whatever pops into your head that you need to look at that day, that you need to change the energy around, you need to face it. You need to face it. Change that wording, change the energy around it, call in your guides. If it's a hard day for you to do it, call your guides to always find the words to change that feeling around it. And it is going to change the trajectory of what you want to accomplish. That's just come right through really strong for you there, Claire.
Wow. And Claire, if you're still on, just, give us some comments if it resonates. And anybody on here, if that resonates with you, like we said, we feel it is a collective healing, It
is. It really is. It really is.
Okay, so our Mel Pierce says thank you as well. Okay, so our Claire's just put, totally makes sense from where I've been the last couple of weeks.
Wow.
So, okay, so I am if you're still on, it's weird actually, because you're in my awareness before you even popped on actually. Where's Neshwa gone? She's disappeared. So for you, Danielle, and again for anybody that is perhaps resonates with this, I just want you to close your eyes, okay? Because there's a lot of green energy coming in for you. I just want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine this beautiful green energy just above your crown chakra now. And it's moving through your head space, and it's in your throat. Okay, and it's vibrating now in your throat, because there's some words you want to speak, or maybe you're not sure whether to say anything, whether not to say anything. Something's coming up. But also I've got your daughter here in my awareness as well. And it's a bit of a random message, but the message I'm getting through is send your daughter flowers. Or send your daughter some flowers. And there's something in your voice here. Now, I don't know whether that's connected. I don't know whether you're wondering whether to have a conversation with your daughter about something, or whether it's just a completely separate thing. But these are the messages that I'm sort of that are coming through. And I just want you to allow this green energy now. And for anybody that feels like maybe they're wondering whether to say something or not say something or holding on to something, I want you to imagine this green energy in your throat now. And it's really vibrating. It's really vibrating. It's shaking. It's a bit like a cocktail, a bit like we're mixing a cocktail. It's taking all of that like stuff that's blocked. It's really shaking it up now. And it's mixing this energy. And all this green is just shaking around, moving around ever so fast. And now it starts to calm. It starts to calm itself. And I just want you to open your mouth. I just want you to speak whatever comes out. Whatever comes out, just speak that, okay? And then just allow this energy now just to flow through into your heart space. And really just be in your heart space. And as it's in your heart space, I want you to bring into your awareness maybe the outcome of the situation. I'm not saying there is a situation, but maybe just an outcome for yourself that you've been dreaming of, or whatever's been on your mind lately that maybe has been causing you to whittle about something. Just see the outcome you want and just connect into that energy. Just allow that green energy to keep floating all around your body. Bring it into your stomach, into your womb space, down into your legs, into the soles of your feet, and just allow it to come out of the soles of your feet. And I want you to catch it in your hands and bring it into your arms and back into your heart space, and bring it now all the way through your throat, the top of your head, and just out. And just feel that beautiful green energy just giving us what we need, just to cleanse our mind, thought, and our heart space, so that we can just bring into our awareness and take action, perhaps in the way that we need to, that best serves ourselves, but best serves everybody too. Okay, it's a kiss capacity. Yeah. So Danielle, I don't know if that resonates at all, but yeah, that was.
I think I went there as well, but I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, definitely. I don't want to say the throat chakra. I know we like refers to the throat chakra. I feel like it's the whole chakra that's blocked. It's just around a certain situation, and that might resonate for a few on here as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
That was lovely.
I'm just going to put as well, Claire put, she's been going through some changes and she keeps saying 1111 and 222. And actually, I think it was when you were talking about Claire, I wrote 1111 down.
What?
I know.
That's nuts.
That is nuts, isn't it? When
wow.
You were with Claire, I was like, oh, it's 1111.
Wow, no way.
Oh, you're welcome, Danielle. She's put, I can't even speak. It's okay. All right. Well, I hope everybody's okay. Sending so much love. And this is the thing, like, I think when we are going through these journeys, everything passes, and everything passes in the most beautiful way that's aligned for us. And we do come out the other side in a better place for everybody. You know, relationships grow in a more aligning way for everybody. You know, it brings us closer somehow. So sometimes whatever we're going through, or, you know, when we don't speak certain things and we hold on to it, it does harm ourselves. And I know this has been like a battle for us, hasn't it, now, where we've on saying things because we don't want to upset anybody. But then actually, the build-up of that is, it just ends up being harmful for yourself. So it's like, it's that fine line, isn't it? Like being able to do something, but without bringing upset, and bring it from the most loving space. So, you know, it is, you are heard. And it's okay to be heard. You know, sometimes we have to say things. And as long as our intention isn't to upset the other person, it's always going to be received in a loving way, you know.
Absolutely. Yes, so true.
Popped into your awareness, my lovely.
Emily.
Okay.
Emily, she's really irritated. I feel like there's a massive irritation that's just swept like my whole body, like a real like itching, like irritation. It's not even my mosquito bites. It, it's like my chin itched, and then, like, I don't know, is there something about the garden that you're just not happy with? Or maybe you and your partner, like, you want it a certain way. I don't know why. I can just almost see like a formation in the garden that you don't like, or something's not happening quick enough, or it's just around the garden. It's almost like a garden display or something that I was shown. And like this irritation that's coming through, it's being channeled a lot to a particular thing because it's a build up. It's almost like a build up of irritations that you've let go and not been able to address, or feel that you are not worthy enough of addressing, or that what you've got to say, it's not worthy of a person listening and respecting your feelings of that. And that's manifested in your body as an irritation. And I don't know if you've suffered eczema, or if your chest, like when you get nervous, it's like your chest go red and you like almost scratch your chest or scratch your chin. Is she saying, and is anything, I don't know if anything's like that that's coming through, but I see like you almost like need to feel like, when this irritation comes on your body and you can feel it, and you can feel yourself getting irritated, like emotionally, your body is like receiving that irritation as well physically. Your guides are almost telling you to see it like a blue wave. Imagine like a blue wave is coming all over your body to cool it down. Is like when you just stopped and like you're just having a moment, say somebody said something, you need a minute just to like process something, and just give yourself a minute to find the words. Sometimes when I become irritated, when I want to say anything, I feel like I can't grasp the words and I get even more irritated, then I get frustrated with myself. But if I just gave myself a minute, and I think sometimes we don't allow ourselves that time to think about what we want to say. When we walk away from something and go, God, I wish I said that. And oh, God, I wish I said that. I wish I said it in that way. Because we're going by somebody else's time and we think we should say something like straight away, when sometimes we just need maybe just to calm down and like just say the words that come to us authentically and that we want to address with. So when this feeling comes about, just imagine like a beautiful, like it's a dark blue wave. It's a dark blue wave, and it's like doing the letter C. And just imagine, like, when a wave does a C over your body, imagine that C going over your body, just invoking it from the soles of your feet. Imagine this wave going from the soles of your feet, hello darling, from the soles of your feet, just like going up and like nourishing your body, just like refreshing your body. When your body's irritated and you're hot and you get that beautiful mist spray, just feeling it going up. And then any thoughts or any emotions that's made you feel irritated or somebody else, just imagining a big wave just come in and just cooling the whole situation down, just cooling it all down. And just give yourself that time to do that. Just let feeling that wave just come in and just let that wash almost all over your body.
Listen to what Emily's just put.
What?
My husband is doing the garden at the moment. And I don't want him to get rid of some plants. Also trying to build an outside aviary, I think it is. And it's not happening. But I've been so irritated so much the last couple of days because I don't know why. I've been inviting Archangel Michael's blue energy to come and protect me. Wow. She's also been holding, is it soda light for blue energy the whole morning?
Wow. What? You just held the perfect perfect crystal because it's a deep blue. That, and like some of the chips on a sodalite is even darker than a lapis. Like it's a more of a like a matte color, blue color, and that's the color that I saw. And you know what? I felt that it was Archangel Michael.
Wow, that's nuts.
Oh my gosh, how funny! Like that was just it's like I can see your garden, Emily. It's like I can see your garden. I can see this like irritation about what's happening in this garden.
Wow, that's just crazy. And I think just so now, Emily, just imagine that wave just coming, like now, as you said, just begin coming and like just clearing. Oh yeah, I feel like we are releasing now. This is great.
Emily, is there a woman in your life that likes to wear gold a lot or passed over?
I don't know. Wait for it to pop up.
Yeah.
Up. Oh, she's building it for a parrot. Oh, how cute.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I can't believe that. I've just lost my breath.
I know. I love it. It's just amazing what comes through. And actually, it's so weird because as I was sat listening, a message for Sam was starting to come in. And then literally Sam's just commented underneath Emily. So I was like, hey, it's confirmation. So for you, Sam, like I read your message earlier about forgiveness. And it's a lot of red, so the color red is like all around me at the minute. I can see it everywhere. The cars outside are red. everything is just red at the minute. So I feel like just for you, Sam, this is a bit random actually, but I'm being shown to put your hands like over your eyes, but your fingertips, not your thumbs, not your palms, just your fingertips like this. Okay. And then I want you to put your palms onto your cheeks. Okay. And I almost want you to squash your face in. It's so weird.
Oh, Emma.
And what I want you to do, Sam, is I want you to squash your face in like this. And I feel this is around a bit of forgiveness. So if anybody else is feeling this energy, just squash your face in and keep your lips like this. And I want you to imagine yourself getting hotter and hotter, and your face is getting redder and redder until it's really red, like a kettle boiling. And then I just want you to speak some words through your voice like this, okay? So whatever you need to say, I just want you to say it now. Just speak it out because it's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you laugh, okay? And that is the way to sort of, I don't know, release that energy that you're holding on to. We've got to let it out with laughter, with love, okay? So, Naisha, I just want you to join me in this. So, everyone put their eyes over, squash your face, squash your cheeks, and just, I don't know, just start talking. Just say some words so you can feel it on your face, like it makes it feel funny.
Do you know what? It always come to my head. Salagadoola, menchikaboola, bibbity bobbity.
Put it together and what have
What
you
have
got?
you got? Bibbity bobbity.
To keep speaking, Sam, like this, okay? I've gone Welsh now. Oh my gosh, is there a Welsh connection with anyone today?
Oh my God.
And when you take your hands off your face, do you feel hot and red? So I want you to feel that heat around you now. And I want you to use that heat and I want you to bring it more into almost like, doesn't want to go, it wants to go into the tops of your feet now. So this heat here, I want you to imagine the tops of your feet now turning red and getting really, really hot, like boiling point hot, until it just sort of explodes out of your feet, all this red energy. It's like a volcano. That's what it is, a volcano that just comes up. And it's coming up and it's firing, it's so high. And as it's so high, this volcano, as we know, it's like turning to ash. But this ash, it is beautiful, beautiful, pure white, light, loving energy. And I want you to dance in it. I want you just to dance in that pure white light energy, okay? And I want you to feel it just coming into your body. And as it comes in, I just want you to like, just feel that it's like the letting go. It's like the letting go. Okay. And I think the message that's coming through is I want you to write a letter. I want you to write a letter as if you were speaking your truth to your mum and dad. And I want you to write it all down, okay? And I don't know, I'm just being shown other sides of the shoes again, Sam. And maybe at the time they thought that was going to be the best thing for you. For whatever was going on in their lives and their situation, at that moment that decision was made, it was made with an intention that they thought it was going to be for your greatest good. Maybe there was stuff going on between them and they didn't feel it was the right environment for you there. So it was easier just to think, oh, she'll be better off. She'll be better off there. Let's send her off to school. She'll be okay there. Maybe there was certain, I don't know, I feel like your mum's kind of, she's a bit distressed and upset, but doesn't really know how to handle the situation. And it's like, it just that conflict of what to do for the best. And in the end, she chose to send you to school because she didn't think what she could give you was perhaps enough for what she wanted for you. So it's like just writing that all down for you so you can acknowledge truly everything that's been inside, and almost read it back to yourself and maybe set it on fire, bring heat to it in the end. So yeah, that's just what came in for you.
I love doing that.
So just so anybody else, use the same thing, squash your face in, bring a bit of fun, and then allow it to explode out the tops of your feet.
Yeah, I love that. What she said.
I haven't. I think there's a delay on that bit, so it'll come through. But yeah, that's just.
Is it Sam Merrin?
What, and like when we do this is very energy. We are channeling the energy, and this is very much what you learn to do with us when you choose to jump into the quantum energy. And it is a good starting point, if you can imagine, because we learn to work with the energy, we learn to channel these little different things that are coming through for us, and then the next step is come into the quantum and understand that. But a big part is working with the energy, and that's why we love doing these little sessions, because sometimes things just pop in, and they pop in for a reason. And it's bizarre because, like, I did one, I don't know if you were on actually, Najwa, the other day. I don't know if you were or not, maybe you were on the Tuesday night, and it was just like I'd asked to channel that particular journey. And afterwards, someone sort of came into the realm and said, oh wow, like what they experienced. And a few people have said what they've experienced on these little energy healings, and you don't know, like when it comes through, we just have to listen and go with within our heart space, with what message are coming in, because we've just learned to trust, haven't we, Najwa, that all of this does make a difference to how we're feeling. And it's not made up, it's not coincidental, it's purely coming in to help us all here as a collective. And we have to honor that. And actually that one that I did the other night, I was saying, thinking about Neve, I was telling, like, it was God that came in and spoke to me and told me what to do. But he did say, you have to say, Emma, that it's from God. And it did make me a bit uncomfortable on the live, saying, right, imagine now God is massaging your shoulders, because that's what he did. But obviously the outcome was I had really lovely responses that people had felt a shift in energy. And I really do believe if I've not honoured that and said, oh, imagine a massage now, it wouldn't have had the same outcome, because it's all about trusting and building our own faith, isn't it? And building our own spiritual connection more and more and bringing it in stronger.
It is. It's funny you say that about God. I felt really dubious about saying that Jesus came through, like on the holiday. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, we're saying it in a way that we've had messages through, not like, and this is for we're all channeled to these energies. Like God is within us all, is all being all around, like all these energies are. And I think, do you know why I think quantum flame energy is so special. And I think why it's been for myself and Emma, like in our journey as well. I did a bit of a reel on this. I did quite a bit of filming when I was away. And
I know you did loads. I was like
I loved it, Emma. I was just like, you know, like you're in like these amazing places, aren't you? And like when you have a break, sometime real inspiration comes through, and you do a bit of reading,
yeah.
and things start making sense. And like myself and Emma, at the beginning of this journey, we went through a lot, going through like building like this amazing, like trying to articulate and put forward this incredible energy that came through. You know, we were healing at the same time as understanding this. Okay, and what we really, our biggest thing at the beginning of it all, that there is, it's all inclusive. It's like that hotel that you go to, that everybody can have anything that they want at any time and in any amounts. Like quantum flame energy, quantum flame healing. It's not a club that only some people that can get messages. It's not that. We've never, our intention with putting this out is to lift the lid, okay, to open the curtains and shine the light for everybody. Every single woman, child, animal has this capability of connecting such a deep level that they can feel things and they can see things happening. They can manifest things happening for them. Like what myself and Emma are here doing, what we've done is, if we've just learned to trust these messages, we've just been really open and honest. And for the first time in our lives, and we know ladies that are in our groups that have gone on this journey, just feel that they can truly just be themselves. You know, they go, oh, you know, I can really feel myself when I'm in this group. And what happens is they learn to do that in the group, and then they learn to do it in their outside groups in their everyday. And then it just starts being who they are, because that's who they always were. We just get hidden behind certain constraints and walls, and that's why we feel stuck. That's why we feel like sometimes we're not living our purpose. That time we get anxious or live in depression and don't understand living in the present. We don't. But the more you delve into this, the more you trust and surrender. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to feel this energy, you know, and to be attuned in this. And like, I mean, we've got the community itself that speak about this and talk about this, and you don't have to feel that there's nothing to live for every morning, because I've been in them mornings waking up going, what's the point in like waking, like what is like the point, like I'm just going in a circle. But honestly, you don't that's not how life should be. It isn't, and it really isn't. We'll keep saying this every single day, won't we, Emma?
Yeah, I just have to read what Sam's written.
Shut up. What she said.
Well, that was amazing. I recently found out that we had to go to school to get Dad out of Ireland when he was working in intelligence for the government. So he had to take a new position abroad. Mum was distraught when she left us at school. We weren't told Dad's digs in Ireland were blown up, so the decision was taken to keep the family safe. We thought it was because they didn't care. And then she's put, Emma, Dad's Welsh. Couldn't speak English until 5. That is nuts. Honestly,
Oh my gosh.
of like a loving relief has come over me. Like, and I know that's for you. Okay. Is your dad still living, Sam?
Is this Sam Merrin?
Yeah.
Honestly, the more that I find out about that woman, I tell you what,
Just put on the letter. Honestly, write the letter. I don't know. I don't know if your dad's still living or not. I feel his presence, but I don't know if he's living or not, Sam. I'm so sorry.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel like that Welsh, he is still living. Okay, so maybe it's a part of his higher self that was coming through then. Like this Welsh was definitely this feeling of like this release. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, Sam. So maybe now write the letter. I think maybe he needs to forgive himself as
Yeah.
well, you know. But I think in order to do that, he needs to know that his little girl's okay. That's what's come through. His little girl is okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we love you so much.
That's all he needs to know, that his little girl's okay.
You right, Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wow. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just feeling that. Yeah.
Did you feel it?
Yeah. Oh wow, what a morning, hey?
I know.
Agenda. Who's popped up for you now? No,
Is it Claire Chadburn?
I love you. Yes, Claire Chadburn's with us. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, she is, yeah.
Yeah, Claire Chadburn. Do you suffer from IBS? It's come in. And from reflux. I've got really bad like burning sensation in my esophagus. When I was feeling into your name, that's what came through. Like a real burning in the esophagus, and then in the IBS, it's almost like words spoken on the way in and on the way out. It's like it's just creating this friction in your body. Oh, and I feel like something like at the back. My guides want me to say something else. What do you want me to say? I think I'll mess it. I'm going to send her a little message after this.
Okay.
There's just been always like, I don't know, a lot of friction, nothing bad, just like certain words that have been said. Like there's been no escape from certain words that have been said. That's why you've got the burning in the esophagus and you've got like the IBS. There's just been such a trappedness of words that you can't release and give back. You know, when they say to people, you know, when you say that, you can't, when they hear it, you can't take it back.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I've got really bad, like I can feel like the reflux come in. Oh God. It's like been bubbling, like there's been like massive circumstances that's happened that you can't move forward, you can't move back. It's just stuck in the body. I just feel like, oh yeah, and saying now and then, and it's weighing you down. My guides are showing me like it's getting to the point now that you're physically getting like weighed down, and the IBS, it almost like traps you and it traps you and it weighs you down as well. So it's all that's very compacted but weighty. That's what I keep getting sensed, and then this pull on my neck, like weight down. But it's really, your guides are saying, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Does anything like that mean anything? And she said, is Claire still on?
Don't know. I'm just trying to reload the page a little bit to see.
And I feel like there's certain foods, like there's almost like a that to sugar is not helping.
Okay.
Sugar's not helping the body at the minute. It's sort of, and that's one thing that you can go to give comfort. But you're not taking it in your body in a good way. You're doing it because you're trying to use it as not in like an enjoyment to have a piece of chocolate or to have something nice. It's in a way, it's almost like trying to harm the body more instead of an enjoyment way. There's different ways that we eat things and we take things in, and it's showing that sugar, that you are relying on the sugar, you have an instant fix for like 2 seconds, but the ramification and the thought process after it lasts a lot of time. So from this much like enjoyment that you get, you are going to self-loathe for this much time. And that's not a good ratio to be in. It needs to be this much enjoyment, this much of the time with everything that you put in your body, and we're not saying like, everything we're going to, oh, nice bun, man, we're just going to like, but this is a process. Okay. Because what's happening is the acid is feeding like your body, and we just want to bring beautiful things and thoughts to wash it down and alkaline it with, and bring the grounding back to the body and bring and release.
Oh. Yeah. Can you still see me, everybody?
He's still there.
Oh, yeah. We're still there. I don't know what happened.
He's still there.
Yeah. We're still here.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
He's still there.
Yeah, can you hear us? We can see and hear you.
He's still there.
Yeah, we can see and hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was you that went.
And it's almost like, yeah, and you've got to, and the light is white. It's white. Every time this comes up, this anger, and you've trapped it in, you've got to, it's showing me like a tap. Imagine the tap, and you have the control to see how much you're ready to release. Okay. This is the thing. You feel like if you open this tap, it's going to be released, and you're going to be, you're not in control of it, but you are in control. Imagine you've got a tap. So today you're ready to release a little bit. Like imagine opening that tap, release, and whatever that space is left, you're filling that up with beautiful white light. And that's your process to go through. That's your process to go through. I don't know if that's helped at all.
I don't know if Claire's still on, but it's weird because I felt a connection between both Claires. And then she's put, Claire, you said different Claire, but that resonates for me too. And Debbie's also put it resonates for her. And actually, again, as Claire popped on, it was all the ones on the registry.
Oh, hang on.
So, yeah.
Is it me? Can you? I can't hear you, Emma.
Oh,
or is it me because my phone went?
I can hear you fine.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's me then. I don't know because my phone just went.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, I reckon.
Is that what just happened? It just knocked me off.
Oh, Esther's put thanks, really lovely. The tap, amazing. Hopefully Najwa can figure out a sound. Can you go out and come back in?
Should I go out and come back?
Will that work, or
yeah?
Will it cut me off? I don't. Yeah, try it. So
can they hear me? No.
Yeah.
And you?
I think so. Yeah. Can you hear us?
Okay, we'll just leave it like that then.
Yeah. Oh. Put it on your laptop. So you can...
I've got to go and get my charger. Hang on.
Are we still here? Let's have a see.
You carry on, Emma. You carry on.
Are we back? Okay. Right. Can you just let me know, actually? I didn't hear the full message, but came on now in my awareness. Okay, Claire, beautiful Claire. All right, Rudy. I didn't hear the full message, but came on just now and had an awareness. It was about me. Wow. I've been on an all-inclusive and was craving sugar. Oh my gosh, Claire, overdid the sugar more than usual. How do I hear the whole message and rewind it back? So, I'm not sure if I've frozen now, have I? Have I frozen too? Shush, Rudy. Let's have a little look. I'm not sure if I've frozen. Can I see this? Hello, hello, hello. Can people hear me? Or we just froze? I'm not sure now. I think I'm frozen now. No, I can hear you, but can't see you. Hear you, Emma, but frozen. No, darling, still here. All good, Emma. I can hear you. Oh, can hear, but frozen. Okay, then. So, I don't know what to do for the best. I don't even know if Naj was here, or she's disappeared, or she's back. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Can hear, but frozen. At least it froze on a flattering picture. I usually look crazy when it freezes. That is so true. That is true. Well, do you know what, everybody? I'm so sorry. I think maybe I have got a message that's coming through for Carolina. And it's around like what you put about connecting with Jesus a bit more. And just it's standing in your power, Carolina. It's really about now standing in your power. And for anybody else on here that perhaps feels they need to do more of this, I want you, like, I'm being told to stand up. And I want you to imagine, like, I want everyone to stand up now if you're not already stood up, okay? And I want you just to imagine, wow, okay, all this, like, yellow energy all around you. And I want you to twirl round in this yellow energy. Just twirl round in this beautiful yellow energy, okay? And really feel it. Feel all this yellow energy inside of you. Feel it all around you. I want you to like just spin a little bit. Not too fast, but fast enough. Just like you're going round and round. Like almost like you're creating that yellow energy just spinning around you. Constantly spinning around you. And I just want you then just to like sit yourself back down. And as you sit down, you're ever so still. You're just so still. And all around you is just this like yellow energy spinning. And I want you to put your hands through this yellow energy that's spinning. And I want you just to imagine now that this yellow energy is spinning, but every time it hits your hands, it's your arms that are through it, it starts to slow down. And just allow this yellow energy to keep spinning. And every time it goes past your hands, it slows down. Slows down. Until it stops. And in that moment, there's just you. There's just you, okay? Just you connecting to your own power. And when you feel disempowered in a situation or a certain outcome, I want you to do that, to bring in your own power so that you can like take action or do whatever you need to do. But it's just, I don't know, Carolina, it is about just bringing your own power in now and standing in that and being like, what you've got to say is validated, what you put out there is real. What everything that you put out there, it's like we're putting it out in a soft shell, like, hello, this is who I am. And now it needs to go out in like this hardcore voice, like, hi, I am Carolina. And it's like the world has to see now. The world has to see your light. And you've got to bring that power back to yourself so you can really shine. Okay? So maybe that resonates with some others. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to go now because I'm not sure whether anybody heard that or not. I've got no idea. So I'm just sending you all so much love if you're still here and you can hear me. And yeah, that is the end of Quantum Quest today for whatever reason. It's just the way it was meant to be. Sorry for those of you that perhaps we didn't have a chance to read, but we will be doing these again. So just keep looking out for it. Okay, loads and loads of love, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.